Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Joelle. Welcome if you're new here. In this week's video, I'm going to be trying my best to construct a crochet pattern. Once again, construct a crochet pattern. I am not doing a tutorial in this video. I'm simply just trying to construct something. If you guys want it to be a tutorial, I can give you guys a tutorial for the pattern. But right now, this is not a tutorial. So, just wanted to put that out there. Hey guys, editing Joelle here. I'm just going to summarize what I'm saying here. Basically, I'm going to be making a dress with a corseted back. Or try to, at least. I am not planning to do this all in one day. Disclaimer, I'm going to be changing outfits quite a lot. So let's start already. I'm going to be using this pink yarn and this orange yarn, and I'm also going to use yellow. By the way, since you guys might want this to be a tutorial, I am going to be writing it down constantly in my notes, what's going on. So I'm just going to start. Yes, I know this is a small amount of pink, by the way. I'm just going to start. I'm going to use a 4mm hook. But I'm just going to start. I'm going to stop talking.
It's fun with Joelle. I said it's fun with Joelle. Hey!
Here I do a chain row to fit around my waist. And I do one row of single crochet, and then I switch colors to orange. And then I do 1.5 rows with orange. After that, I switch colors to yellow, and I finish the half a row from the orange, and I do then 2 full rows with the yellow, and then do another half a row with the yellow, and then I switch back to the pink, doing 2 full rows with the pink. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna go all the way to the end for this pink one because I only did go to the middle because that's what I thought I did originally, but I did not do that. So I'm going to go all the way to the end for the pink row and then just repeat the thing with alternating, repeat exactly what I did with the orange and yellow, just with the alternating colors because it makes it so much easier for me to keep track of because everything's going to get changed if I do it another way. So that's all I'm going to do. And then I'm just going to repeat it all the way down. Then I do exactly as I just said. Here when I start the yellow row is when I notice with the first yellow rows, I messed up. I did not have to do all those rows, so then I fixed it, but I didn't fix the first yellow rows, so it is what it is. Hello there, so it is the next day, and here is what I have done. I believe I only did like 2 or 3 rows after I checked in with you last time. Either that or I did 1 row, or I didn't do a row at all and I just finished off what I was showing you guys. But here's what it looks like so fast. So fast? So far. It definitely got longer somehow. I thought it was fine because I'm looking and it doesn't look like it's getting that big, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm delusional. I think it's just because here is a little tighter and here is getting looser. I think that's what's going on. That's why it's getting a little bigger, but I think I've been doing the same amount of change and stuff. By the way, this is how much pink yarn I have left, so that's definitely not going to be my main color. My main color is going to be orange for sure. And then this is how much yellow I have left, so the yellow is going to be done like very soon. And this is how much orange I have left in this row. I have another roll. The same size that this was in the beginning. So that's definitely going to end up being my main color. I think by the end, we'll see how it looks, but by the end, I'm going to actually do a row on top of this. This is the starting row. I'm going to do a row of orange on top of this starting row, the chain, just so it looks like, okay, this is the base color, because I feel like whatever color it starts with, that's going to be like, oh, that's the base color. So I don't want it to look like that. We'll see how much yarn I have left, though. We'll see if I'm able to even finish this. I hope I am, though, because I don't know when I'm going to get yarn next. 4 hours. I'm going to see what I can do in 4 hours. Yesterday, I spent, I think, around that amount of time, 4 hours. So we'll see what I can get done in 4 hours. I'm going to try and do 4 hours each day. So... well, except on weekends, because it is weekdays. That's why I'm only doing 4 hours. But on weekends, which is literally in 2 days, I'll definitely start earlier. So yeah, 4 hours, weekdays. Let's go. So turns out my mic was completely dead the whole time I was filming this. I'm going to say that I just continued the rows in the same pattern, just alternating from orange to yellow to orange, and from yellow to orange, then orange to yellow, etc. I'm assuming that's what I'm saying. I'm really not sure because I don't have any audio. Sorry. I am baking in this sweater, so I'm going to take it off in a second, but before I do that, here's where I am. It really does not look like that much of a change, but when I put it on my body, it's gotten almost to my waist, which is pretty good if I'm holding it to where I want it to start, which is like right here basically. So when it reaches my waist, I'm going to round it out, and then I'm going to, you know what? Actually, I'm not going to do that. When it reaches my waist, I'm going to completely finish the top, and then I'll tell you what I'll do once I get there. But yeah, I'm going to take the sweater off. I'm baking in it. Hello! So you might have noticed the angle changing. I am actually doing the time lapse on my phone because I want to watch something on a bigger screen. So here is the end actually of VLLO, unfortunately. So I don't want anything to do with this little string. It's so small I can't do anything with it unless I'm gonna stuff like stuffy with it, but still it won't do much. So I'm just gonna cut a piece off of it that's not so incredibly long, and I'm just gonna toss it. And then after that, I'm just gonna start alternating between the pink and the orange. It's been like an hour and a half. I'm pretty much done with the waist. Only thing though, it's not equal to the pattern I've been doing. So I'm on pink currently, and the pattern I've been doing with pink, I've been doing half a row, then one full row, then another full row. I've only finished one row, and for the pattern to like actually work, I'd have to do another row. But I don't think it's a huge deal to have to do it. One, because when I've made it too big before, it just looked terrible, and two, it's really not that huge of a deal. It fits me. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut it off. I'm gonna cut the string off, and I'm gonna tie it off, and then I'm going to like join it at the edge of this so that it will be like a circle. Let me do that really quickly. Well, here's how it looks. This is the top part. Like I said, I'm gonna tie this end to the other end. So I've tied it, and let me just see if it fits me if I put it on. Okay, great, it does fit me, because I was worried it's going to be too tight in the back here, but actually it works, which is good. And so now I'm going to do the lacing, because I want to get that done first, because I want to make sure the vision is there. For the lacing here, I just make a bunch of chains. I just ended up doing chains. I did 100 chains. Here's how it ended up. Pretty much. So I'm going to try it on really quickly. Okay, here's how it looked. This is kind of what I expected. Every time I make like a corseted back sort of thing, it always bunches up like this, and I understand that's because I'm pulling on it. Oh, it didn't even tie when I tied it. But I understand that's because I'm pulling on it, but I don't want it to do that. Alright, so I got rid of the top link to see if that would look better. It really made it worse. It's not bunching as much anymore. Also, I have terrible posture. I think it's my back. I think my back's the reason it bunches so much whenever I do corseted backs. Like, I don't stand straight. It's a problem. So I'm just gonna keep going. By the way, it has been in total almost 2.5 hours since I've started today. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here for the day actually, because my fingers and my arm are both giving me crazy problems. It hurts a lot. So here's where here's where I'm leaving off. It's really not much at all. On the skirt, I just did what? I did 2 increasing rows because I forgot I was supposed to increase. So I had already changed the color without increasing. So it's like, oh shoot, like, well, I might as well continue that way until the next row. So I only did like 2 increasing rows. I did a row of 2 increases for every single stitch, and then I just did a row of 1 increase and then a blank one, and then 1 increase and a blank one. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Wait. This is where I'm leaving on for the day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I have spent almost 3.5 hours. I'm good for the day. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I'll see what I can get done. Hopefully I get done I'll definitely get done more, but hopefully I get to a decent part and not literally this sliver of a skirt. Bye. It is the next day, and I actually only did 1 row that day because I could not see straight for some reason. I could not tell where 1 row started and 1 row ended, and I needed some sleep, and I definitely got that sleep. I'm now coming back to it the next day, and I'm gonna try and do as much as I can, but we shall see. Just realized I made kind of a giant mistake, and I am not willing to reverse it. I was supposed to switch colors by now. What I possibly could do is just start over this row, which isn't terrible, but let me see how far I've gotten, because I'm not even keeping track. Yeah, this is what was going on yesterday. I can't even tell where it begins and where it ends. It's actually making me lose my mind. Also, sorry if the audio is weird. I don't have my mic in. Okay, I'm so done with this. Because I can't even tell what is happening here. I'm just gonna go all the way to the beginning of this row. Okay, this is the beginning. So I just wrapped my yarn around everything that's on my desk when I not frogged it, when I, whatever it's called, took it out. So I'm going to switch the colors here now. Alright, so that is all I'm gonna do for the night. I'm not entirely sure how many rows I've done, but if I'm calculating correctly, look how cool. I love that. I didn't even know I could do that. If I'm calculating correctly, I started on the row that did 3 single crochets and then an increase, and I think I might have just done 4 single crochets and an increase. So did I only do 2 rows? That took a long time. I've been doing this for like, let's see how long. I've been doing this for 2 hours? Maybe I'm calculating wrong. I only did 2 rows in 2 hours. That's a problem. And it's very short, the rows. Like the amount of rows I have right now. Like, it's very short. This is not a skirt. Yeah, and I don't think I'm going to finish with this yarn. This is literally all the orange yarn I have left. So yeah, I finished all the pink. And this is all the yarn I have left for this project. So I think I'm just gonna end off there, and if you guys, we'll see what happens, but I'll keep this in if it does end up happening. If you guys want me to do a tutorial still, I will try my very best to have enough yarn to finish the skirt in the tutorial. So it'll look like this, just obviously much longer, like at least. A few stuff to do tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna feel up to it, but yeah, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Hi, it is the next day. I just got back from seeing Hamilton in theater, so that's why I have some stars on my face and my makeup is actually done for once. So don't mind that, but I'm gonna just crochet for like an hour or two because it is a little late. It's not late, but it is a little late and I do actually want to film another video and I want to have time to do it today. So I'm only gonna crochet for a couple hours. Probably will only get like 3 rows done, but it's okay. And then after that, I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, so I've only done 1 row and I'm pretty much at my time limit. I did 1 more row of increases and I think this is ruffled enough. I think I'm gonna stop the increases now. So I'm gonna put my stitch marker here. Oh, I'm gonna make 1 stitch here. This is what I did yesterday. So I knew I start here. Put my stitch marker on there. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I just took it out on accident. Well, hey guys. It is, let me see, 3 days later. Not 4. 3 days later. I took a little bit of a break because I had things to do that just needed to be done. And I have crocheted to the end of the ball. And the reason that happened, because that was not happening today if I had continued exactly what I was doing before. But the reason that happened is because I started doing half double crochets. Best decision I've ever made because 1, I'm finally done. 2, I'm finally done. 3, I'm just kidding. It made it so much thicker. And I think in the final thing, I'm gonna do half double crochets. The only thing, kind of like I mentioned before, it does take a lot of yarn. I'm not gonna lock this, I'm not gonna tie this off because I have a feeling I might want to frog it at some point, either for another project or to maybe redo the whole thing and have double crochets. I don't think I'm gonna do that though, but I might end up doing it at one point. I'm just really happy it's done and I understand the concept of what I wanted to do. Yeah, it's not finished, but the yarn's finished. Yeah, let me know if you guys want me to do a tutorial for this, and let me know if you want anything to change in the tutorial, and let me know any other crochet videos you guys would want to see from me, and that's it. I'll see you guys whenever. Oh wait, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat, and I hope to see you guys whenever. Bye.
Joelle.
I really hope the concept I was going for makes sense.